Hiya Soundies. I'm going to do another clip on Apple loops. So you're all feeling pretty confident about using Apple loops now, but you can actually create your own Apple loops. Now I've not done this myself yet, so I thought I'd explore it at the same time as trying to show you how to do it. So wish me luck. So here we go. I've got my Apple loops exercise. So I thought, well, let's try and actually convert some of these sounds into Apple loops. Some of them, in fact, the majority of them are MIDI files. So what I'm going to do, first of all, I'm going to create an Apple loop using this alarm here. And I want 2 bars. So I've got 2 bars here. So I'm just going to snip here, like so. Okay, so we'd only be using that one. So I'm going to right click on it and I'm going to go to, where am I going to go? I'm going to go to export, add to loop library. So I'm going to click to add to loop library. So it gives us this. So I'm going to call it alarm. And I'm going to give it in uppercase, alarm 1, put it that way, to differentiate between my Apple loop and the Apple loops that are produced by Apple themselves. So this is designed to loop, so I've selected loop, which is the default choice anyway. Automatically conforms to song tempo. Requires the region length to match a whole number of beats. Now what that actually means is that at the moment, as you can see, we don't have to worry about the musical keys and scales, but the tempo is 100 BPM. And so that's what will be listed in the Apple loops as the proper tempo for this particular loop. However, as we now find out, we can drag loops on and they will automatically conform to whatever tempo is set up here. And so this automatically conforms to song tempo means that when we drag the loop into a different project that has a different tempo, it'll speed up or slow down according to the demands of the piece. So I'm going to select loop. You can have one shot, which ignores tempo and maintains a fixed duration, good for sound effects and drum hits. And I'm wondering, no, I'm not going to wonder that. Okay, so we've got here instrument descriptors. So I'm going to select FX. What shall it be? Machines. And shall I put it in any of these here? Let's just say, let's go to single. Let's try that and go create. There we go. So let's see if we've got Apple loops. As you can see, it's indexing Apple loops library, which means it's added to this, though it could be that it takes a while. So I'm going to stop talking now so I can fast forward in the edit suite. And there we have it. So do we have no, is that the one? That's the original one. This is the one that I created, alarm 1. And there it is. It's now part of Apple loops. 8 beats, 100 C. So we can switch that off. Okay, so that seemed to work. Let's try another one. So let's unsolo that and let's try Reese Kit. So what have I got here? Don't like that. Let's try this one. What are all 3 together like? Okay, I quite like that. So when you select all 3, if they're MIDI tracks, if you select all 3 tracks and then go to select a glue tool, it will actually glue them all as to one track. So there it is. So there we are. So we'll start there. So I'm going to slice, and let me just get my scissors. I'm going to slice it there. Yeah, okay. And I'm just going to have 2 bars again. So I'm going to chop it there. So there's my loop. Yeah. And let's just loop it just to check that it works. Oh, of course. There we go. Let's just take that down and down. There we go. And play it. Okay, works for me. Right click, go down to export, select, add to loop library, trash. I'm gonna use K for can. Trash can kit 1. It's a loop. Again, can you select none? I suppose you could select none. There we go. Genre. Ooh, what genre would it be? Let's have I don't know. I have no idea what actually. Electronic. There we are. That kind of covers it. I'll click on single again and go create. Oh, it didn't index this time. So let's see. Let's go down to T and look for trash can kit. I suppose I could click on search. Yeah, let's do that. Search trash can. There it is, trash can kit. 4 beats, tempo 100. Stop. Okay, I like that. So let's try an audio one. So what I'm going to do, I'll do exactly the same thing. So I'm going to bounce this in place. So file. Before I do that, because it's audio, I'm going to center it. There we go. Let's unsolo that. There we go. So I'm going to try and, I wonder if it'll bounce just that in place. Bounce regions in place. There we go. I shall call it trash can 1. Bypass effects plugins. I think I'll do that. There it is. So let's have a solo that. Groovy. Let's see if it works for audio. So we go down to export, which I suddenly can't find. Export, there it is. Add to loop library. Trash can 1 audio. Loop made, let's actually have any, let's have the electronic as well. Tempo none, because key none rather. Tempo 100. All drums, beats or kits. There we go. Single. I should have chosen all drums before and create. And there it is, because it's already in the search. That's the audio version. That's the MIDI version. So that's how you create your own loops and build up your own library of loops. That'll be very handy when you come to start developing ideas. You can just squirrel them all away. I suppose I'm going to look into it more detail to see how better to reference them or store them. And I suspect the loops and how we access and reference them will change with the next iteration of Logic, just in the way that the sampler had from the last one. But anyway, that's me done. Go for a cup of tea.